Again, maybe you missed the whole part that authoritarians can rise through the ranks of anything. Back in the old days, socialists were just considered people who were against communism. Back in the old days, you had warring factions of political parties. That you had the socialists, the nationalist socialists, the social democrats, the communists, and the Republicans. You had the Republicans too, and all of them were fighting for attention because they all wanted to organize the government and society in different ways. Nationalist socialists weren't socialists, and they really hated social democrats. They hated social democrats and Republicans. They hated Republicans, they hated social democrats, and they hated communists. Nationalist socialists were considered, hey, we still have the public interest in mind, but we are about nationalism, and mostly white nationalism, and mostly white Christian nationalism. That's what the Nazi Party was. That's why it's called the Nationalist Socialist Movement. God damn it. Look what it's called. It has the word socialism in there. I'm sorry that your high school failed you. I'm sorry that America, I don't know if you're American or some bot or something, you're not ready for this conversation. Saying things like, look what they're called, though. Again, Mussolini came up with the word fascism and then regretted it immediately because corporatism is what he thought it should have been called. That's it. It's all advertising. It's branding, you dumb motherfucker. Do you think Donald Trump is a Republican? And the history books will say he was a Republican, kinda, but actually he was completely against any of the Republican ideals. He was completely against the Republican platform. Donald Trump is not Republican. He just used Republicans to get this MAGA movement going. That's why they don't call it they call it MAGA. I know sometimes you hear the word Republican these days when you're talking about Congress, but then you have to go, oh, is he MAGA? That's exactly how the Nazis did it. They infiltrated the Weimar Republic. That's just, honestly, that's how the Bolsheviks did the same thing. They infiltrated the Duma. The Bolsheviks didn't overnight. Leninists, they came into the Duma. They got seats. They won seats, and then they had a revolution. Nazis did the same thing. You win seats through democratic processes, and then you start a revolution because you have some seats of power already, and you've got some people on your side, and they know what they're doing. That's how revolution is effective. You need to have people in place that can do the bureaucracy, do like the boring stuff, like pass laws and clean the toilets and do all this stuff. Like, this is why the French Revolution failed, because they had a monarchy. They didn't really have a bureaucratic network. So when Robespierre and them started trying to build something, they couldn't do it. So we ended up with fucking Napoleon. Anyway, that's your history lesson. I'm sorry that we had to do that, but there's too many stupid people in the chat today that don't know basic history stuff, just like basic shit.